For weeks now, Diamond and Silk, journalists on Fox Nation, have been spreading increasingly bizarre, deranged conspiracy theories around coronavirus to potentially millions and millions of Fox viewers. Apparently those days are now done, because like Trish Regan, there are some people on Fox who can say whatever they want, and they will be fine no matter what, and others who, there is a line. It's beyond the bounds of reason, but not beyond the bounds of them potentially reaching it, because Diamond and Silk have apparently been pushed out. A source with knowledge told the Daily Beast, after what they've said and tweeted, you won't be seeing them on Fox Nation or Fox News anytime soon. And apparently they have not been guests on Fox News, like the actual TV version, for several weeks now, and they also have not had a new episode of their show on Fox Nation for some time. So in a minute, we're going to give you a few examples of the things that they said, but Jordan, are you surprised that they apparently crossed that line? They seem to be such superstars on Fox Nation up until now.
Yeah, they had been. I mean, they are pretty common, well-known figures on the right for their just blind support of right-wing causes and interests. I am kind of surprised that Fox took action, but after seeing the things that they had said and done, yeah, sure, it made sense. But it really shows like the line is pretty far out there. There is one, but it's far out there, and it's also inconsistent. Like you're not going to fire like a Hannity or a Tucker or an Ingram. You're not going to fire like a flagship host. But people on the fringes, people on Fox Nation, like the streaming service, they are dispensable because it opens up the door. It's like the liability for Fox at the end of the day. I don't think Tucker would say similar things or the identical things that they said, but it's a little bit inconsistent in their application of these quote standards. I would argue there aren't any at the end of the day. It's just how much can they get away with before outrage hits a critical mass. But you know, they're still on the Trump campaign.
Yeah, they're still co-chairs of Black Voices for Trump. So they're still going, and Trump is going to make an appearance in just a little bit in this story. But let me give people a little bit of an idea of some of the things that they've been saying. Some of these we've covered on the show previously, and understand that there's some theories, I'll say, that they've spread that others have. So, for instance, the idea that the death count has been artificially inflated, it's just being made up. Laura Ingraham has said that. Lots of them say that. There's some things that they said that others have not delved into, although I don't rule out it in the future. Let's see. So in a live stream, they speculated that 5G, the fifth generation of mobile technology that's being rolled out across the world, can, quote, throw your body off and mess with, quote, your genetics. On coronavirus deaths, Silk had said at the time there was a certain number of cases, a certain number of deaths. Instantaneously, you had the media calling President Trump out. He wanted open by Easter. He want this open by Easter. Me and you was talking. I said, now watch the numbers of deaths go up, to which Diamond responds, right. Silk says, watch everything increase because they wanted to make it look bad in front of our eyes, effectively saying that the media, to make Trump look bad for saying, let's open the country again on Easter, they're just going to make up a number that looks bad, that it's not reporting from hospitals and health professionals. It's just a hoax. I guess it would be deaths is the notation that they use these days.
Yeah.
Just made up. Can we go to one example of this? We very rarely play any Diamond and Silk videos on the show, but I did see one. This is from Media Matters, because some of this is going to be hard to follow. If they're in certain places, I believe that she's talking about 5G towers here. So,
and if they're in certain places, the frequency of that can really throw your body off,
your genetics,
and have your body dis-ease.
I'm
not a doctor. I'm just going on what they were saying about that. This is what they're saying about that.
Science is saying.
And it can also cause for your genetic material to test for COVID-19. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I believe somebody should look into it. Why are towers going up in our country if they haven't been tested to make sure that we as the American people can handle it?
Okay, so they go on to say that the hospital beds are empty. It's this theory that nobody is actually sick with coronavirus, which is, it's weird to, on the one hand, say coronavirus is real. It's being given to you by 5G towers and possibly Bill Gates, because they also talked about that. He wants to kill you too, but also no one is dying from coronavirus. They really want to have it both ways. It's like wealthy elites are giving you coronavirus to kill you, and no one is dying from coronavirus. And we don't know how true that is, but people should look into it. Don't say it if you don't know if it's true.
Well, John, to their point, they are saying it. You know, they're just like, that's what they're saying. It's science. Science is saying this. So I don't know how you can argue with that.
I don't think I can much more. But let's see. So other things they've said. So they said that they're not going to take any COVID-19 vaccine that Bill Gates is involved with because he's pushing for population control. So he's going to kill people, or I don't know. And I saw Candace Owens also said that no matter what, from anyone, she's not taking a vaccine for coronavirus. It's
Awesome.
Dying of a potentially preventable disease to own the libs is one way to live your life. They had previously said that the WHO, quote, has a switch to turn this virus on and off. Do you have a switch? And they claim that Democrats like the problem and they want to create the problem to keep the problem going. So the media made up the deaths, or the problem's real and the Democrats want it to be real, so they have made it. I don't know. I don't watch the show. I don't know what it's like to have my mind be empty but incredibly flexible at the same time to believe whatever is told to me in real time that way. I don't know. But you know who does like it, Jordan? You want to know who is still sticking with them after they've been let loose?
Oh, let's hear it.
Donald Trump tweeted this morning.
There we go.
But I love Diamond and Silk, and so do millions of people. Journalists were tripping over themselves to say he seems to get it a few weeks ago. He's serious now. That was before drink bleach, okay? And now he's saying you need to give it to the people who are saying 5G towers are giving you coronavirus, which also is made up, and don't take the vaccine that Trump himself is saying we're going to have soon because it will lead to population control. I don't know does Candace Owens get that Trump is pushing for the vaccine to be made as soon as possible? The vaccine that she and others won't take because it's a Bill Gates plot? I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. In a week or two, we're going to see some Politico reporter or New York Times reporter tweet out that we're seeing a new tone and tenor from Trump. He's turned a page. This is the day he became president. I mean, these types of things that they just like, I don't know, they get caught up in optics because largely they're insulated from the consequences. But like, if that's their focus, like, how does he sound instead of like the actual substance and consequence? It really begs the question, like, why are they in these positions to begin with? So I think there's just like across the board, a lot of these pundit positions at mainstream institutions, just like they're so out of touch. I remember thinking a couple weeks ago, it was Dana Bash at CNN had some like comment where she was like, wow, what a remarkable tone from President Trump here. Very presidential. And then like 2 weeks later, he was saying it was like miraculously going to go away.
Yeah. Just everybody keep calm. It's going to go away. Wait a second. I'm hearing... Oh, no. Okay, breaking news. This is good because him standing beside Diamond and Silk after spreading these conspiracy theories would sound really bad. That tweet, turns out he was just tweeting sarcastically, everybody. Don't worry. It was a sarcastic tweet. Based purely on the reaction after the fact, it's sarcastic. No, he hasn't actually said that. He's totally with them. But trust me, if it starts to hurt him, he will have been being sarcastic. Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.